Well, I think he's got to be proactive and dangle that pick out there because they don't have much in the way of prospects or young players that would bring back veterans that can help this team win now. And as long as you have the guy we just saw there, Chris Letang, Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby in there in mid to late 30s, then I think you've got to try to do what you can to win right at the very moment and worry about rebuilding when you get to that point. I don't want to try to achieve both. I think that's impossible. Yeah. So, there's discussion about Connor Hellebuck right now. Could the 14th pick in the draft get you a legitimate top 5 goalie? And if it could, then I would make that trade because I would feel a lot differently about the Penguins if all of a sudden we didn't have goaltending questions and there was someone who was durable enough to last for a regular season and then give you a chance to win in the playoffs, which Tristan Jarry never did.
Yeah, that price tag will be high, but if he can bring you the kind of stability you need, especially in bigger situations, then that would be fine. Although I think it would take more than the 14th pick. They may have to throw in something else. It makes you also wonder what he's going to do with all these guys. They have $20 million. If they he ends up here, Hellebuck, they only have so much money to spend. I see no future for Zucker, even though I think they need him if they're trying to win now, or someone like him. Maybe there's a younger version of him out there they can get, and maybe that's what Dubas needs to do. And with regard to Dumoulin, I think his days here are over. A really nice career here during his heyday, outstanding, but I think it's just too much money for him at this point.
Yeah, I think they're going to need to get another defenseman. It's probably a guy that's a left shot that plays in your bottom 6 because they'll move Pettersson up, I would think, with Letang and have him play on that pair. Joseph would be a second pair guy, and then you try to fill in from there. You try to find a guy like Jan Ruda, who's not as expensive as Ruda was in free agency last year.
And we got to go to the calls. We have our number one Cochrane Go On Better call of the night, beginning with Jim in Blawnox. He's first up here on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Go ahead, Jim.
Hey, Bob. Great tie tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
As always. So, talking about Cruz and Skeens, I hope they enjoy their championship because if either of them get drafted by the Pirates, not only won't they see winning seasons or the playoffs, in fact, I hope both of them reject the Pirates.
Well, they'll be costing themselves millions of dollars, and I don't know if you want to go back to school and do it all over again. There's a lot of risk involved in that. Although, as Andrew said, there's NIL money. You got a Boris guy, he can throw money his way. But still, I don't know if you want to delay that if you're either of them. Although I do understand if you believe the Pirates are very slow moving. A guy like Skeens, Andrew, looks like he can be up here very short order. Same with Cruz. You don't have enough of those kind of players. So why would you hesitate unless you just don't want to, start their clock, as it's been said? I don't agree with that. I think both of those guys can be here very quick order.
Well, Skeens is not a Boris player, I don't believe he is. And there's been no report or rumor about Skeens not wanting to sign with whoever takes him. So I'm not worried about that about him. And, as far as the caller says, those guys are basically ruined or screwed if they come here. Was that true of Garrett Cole? Garrett Cole went to the playoffs 3 times with the Pirates. He pitched in 2 of those postseasons. And, yeah, did the Pirates give him that contract? No. But you know who did? The Yankees. He still got his payday at the end of the day. He's still making $1 million a start. He's still the highest paid pitcher in all of baseball. I think in the end it worked out okay for that guy. So have the Pirates blown first picks on Brian Bullingtons and dudes like that? Of course they have. But the last 2 number 1 picks, Henry Davis got here in a year and a half, and Garrett Cole went on to great things. So it's not the kiss of death that the caller is making it out to be.
Zach Williams on Twitter has a tweet for us. He says, is 2018 Pirates first-round draft pick Travis Swaggerty a bust? He's 25, still not up here.
Bob, I think you'd get a lower-tier prospect, or I think they would give you some money to spend on other things, cash considerations or signing money type deal. That's it.
Yeah, unless they throw in somebody else, and there are going to be some other people who are interested in guys like David Bednar, and that would be interesting to see what the Pirates would do if they got an offer they really like for him. Even though they need a closer, the problem right now, he's never in a position to close games, it seems. We'll talk more about that when we come back. 412-575-2600 is the number to call. It's the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. We're right here live on Pittsburgh CW.